Welcome to one and all. I am Vasanta, Department of Computer Science, Gopalswamy PU College, Mysore. Today, we will start with the third session of Database Concept chapter. Already we explained the few definitions of this chapter. I am going to recall and then I am going to continue with this session. In this session, we are going to explain regarding what are the advantages, what do you mean by DBMS, which are the data types using in this. Regarding that, I am going to explain you. First, I am to recall the previous concept on this chapter. Already we explained regarding what do you mean by data, database, character, information, field, data types. Regarding that, already we explained. Once again to recall, that is data is a collection of raw facts, figures and statistics. Information is a processed data. Data processing, it is a series of actions. It converts data into information. Already in the previous session we have given an example. If I want to prepare a sambar, for that sambar whatever ingredients I am collecting, that can be called as data. After preparing sambar, that can be called as information. Its series of actions, it converts data into information. If I want to prepare a sambar, then I have to follow some steps. That steps can be called as data processing. With that, we explained regarding data processing cycle. Data processing cycle. If I want to process any data to get information, there I have to follow some stages, whether it may be collection, data input, processing, output, storage, communication. These are the few stages under data processing cycle. Then when they come on types of data processing, there are two types of data processing. One is manual data processing and one more is electronic data processing. Manual data processing is nothing but the work if it is done by human beings, then it can be called as manual data processing. If the work is done with the help of electronic device, then it can be called it as electronic data processing. Then what are the main difference between manual as well as electronic? In manual, work is done with the human beings. Manual. Then what are the difference between these two? The first difference, in manual we may require paperwork. In electronic we does not require any paperwork. Accuracy is less in manual. Accuracy will be more in electronic. Speed wise less in manual. Speed wise is more in electronic. And labor work is required in manual, whereas in electronic less labor work is required. Like this, there is a difference between manual as well as electronic data processing. With that, we explained regarding what do you mean by character. The collection of characters can be called it as field. The collection of characters can be called as field, string, or I can say it as attribute. The collection of these fields can be called it as record. The collection of records can be called it as file, or I can say it as table. The collection of record is also called as tuple. The collection of related tables can be called as database. Database. See, if I am going to write a character n, it is opened as well as closed by single quotes, character. For example, collection of characters, name, it is a string or field. The collection of these fields can be called as record. For example, name, marks 1, marks 2, marks 3. The collection of these fields can be called as record. The collection of record is called as table or file. The collection of related tables can be called as database. Now is it clear? Then today I am going to explain regarding what do you mean by database management system. Database management system. Database management system. DBMS. What do you mean by this database management system? What are the advantages? Which are the data types here we can use? Regarding that, you will come to know on this session. Whereas database is nothing but collection of related tables I told you. Alva? Ega for example, one table student table anna information consider madana. Innondu faculty table anna consider madana. Both are related to each other. There is a relationship between these two tables. Then collection of these two tables can be called as database. For example, one more example we are going to give. One table I am to consider student table and one more table I am to take in the hospital patient table. Can we call these two is a database? No, because these two are not related to each other. Database anta heluvaga, it is a collection of related tables. Collection of related files can be called as database. Then what do you mean by database management system? This database management system is a software which helps to manage the data in a database. ಈಗ ಡೇಟಾಬೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ಡೇಟಾ ಇದೆ, ಏನೇನು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಇದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಮ್ಯಾನಿಪುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ, ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ, ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರನ್ನ ನಾವು ಡೇಟಾಬೇಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್. ಇಟ್ ಅಲೋಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಷನ್, ಮ್ಯಾನಿಪುಲೇಷನ್, ಡೆಫಿನಿಷನ್ in a data, especially in the database. Now is it clear? It is a software, helps to manage the data in a database. Or we can say it is a tool, helps to perform any operations in the database. ನಾವು ಆಗ ಜನರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಡೇಟಾಬೇಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಟೇಬಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ನ ನಾವು ಡೇಟಾಬೇಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್. It allows creation, definition and manipulation of data in a database. It is a software, helps to manage the data, or we can say it as it is a tool. It is a tool, helps to manage or helps to perform any operation. It is a tool, helps to perform any operations in database. That is regarding database management system. ಜನರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಂದೇ ವರ್ಡ್, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್. ಅದೇನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಡೇಟಾನ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ, ಡೇಟಾಬೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಡೇಟಾ ಇದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ. DBMS is a software. Then in this, what are the advantages we will get, what are the disadvantages we will get, that we will discuss now. When you come on advantages, we can say if it is advantages, otherwise features also we can say. Advantages of DBMS, database management system software, or we say it as features. Features of DBMS. What are the features in this we will get? The first feature, centralized data management. Centralized data management. The first advantage, centralized data management. Then what do you mean by this centralized management as well as decentralized management? When I come on advantages of DBMS, the first advantage itself we used to call it as it's a centralized management system. Then what do you mean by decentralized? First I am to explain regarding centralized data management. For example, consider we have one main system. Consider this is a main system. To that main system, all the subsystems are connected. System 1, System 2, System 3, System 4 and System 5. Consider we have a main system. This main system can be called as server system. Server system. For example, this is a main system. For this main system, all the subsystems are connected. For example, S1, System 1 wants some data which is present in System 3. Then what it will do? The System 1 send the command to the main system, I want so and so information. Then from the main system, it will send the command, System 3, we want so and so data. Then from System 3, once again the information is transferred to main system. Then from main system, the information is transferred to S1 system. It means that all the transaction takes place with the help of center system, main system. ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಮೇನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಉಳಿದೆಲ್ಲದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸಬ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕರಿಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್, ಈಗ ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ ಟು ಸರ್ವರ್ಗೂ ಏನು ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸು? ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾರು, ಸರ್ವರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾರು? ದಟ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಟು ನೋ, ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಈಸಿ ಫಾರ್ ಯು. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಹೋಟೆಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ. ಹೋಟೆಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ನೀವು ಆರ್ಡ್ರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ನಂಗೆ ಇಂಥ ಐಟಮ್ ಬೇಕು, ಇಂಥ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ನನಗೆ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಆರ್ಡ್ರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ನೀವು ಆರ್ಡ್ರ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ನೀವೇನಾಗ್ತೀರಾ? ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್. ನಾವು ಇಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಪ್ಲೈಯರ್ ಬಂದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನೇನು ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕು ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ದಟ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈಯರ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಸರ್ವರ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ನೀವು ಏನು ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಆರ್ಡ್ರ್ ಮಾಡೋರು ಏನಾಗ್ತಾರೆ? ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದನ್ನ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡೋರು ಸರ್ವರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ. ವೆನ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ as server, the cost of server will be more because it has to supply all the resources to the client, whereas client cost will be less. Whereas in database management system, when you come on advantages, here it is a centralized data management. We have one main system and all the subsystems are connected to the main system. All the transaction will take place with the help of main system only, that is server system only, in centralized data processing. Now is it clear? ಈಗ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಡೋಣ ಅನ್ನೋದಾದ್ರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್, ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ, ಬಯಾಲಜಿ, ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್, ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್, ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಈಗ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರು ಡೇಟಾ ಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಆಫೀಸ್. ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ನೋ? ಆಫೀಸಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನನಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ ದ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟು ಕಲೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್. ಈಗ CS ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟು ಕೂಡ ಯಾವುದೇ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಆಫೀಸಿಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆಫೀಸಿಂದ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳುತ್ತೆ. ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಬೇಕೋ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಫೀಸಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಆಫೀಸಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಯಾವ್ದು ಬೇಕದು ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾರೆ. ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಅವ್ರು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಬೇಕದು ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾರೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ನಾವು CS ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟು, ನನಗೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಒಂದು ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟಿನ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಇರೋ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಬೇಕು. Then what I will do in centralized? First I will approach in the office. ನನಗೆ ಇಂಥ ಡೇಟಾ ಬೇಕು, ಅದು ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. Then in the office they will approach economics department. They will collect that information from economics department. Then later on they will transfer that information to CS department. It means that all the transaction will take place with the help of main system, or we can say it as server system. First advantage. Next, Data sharing is possible here. Data sharing. Second advantage. Then what do you mean by this data sharing? Whatever information in the main system we have, all the subsystem can share that information. ಈಗ ಆಫೀಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಇದೆ ಆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನನ್ನು ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅವ್ರು ಬೇಕು ಆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ನ ಮೇನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮಿಂದ ಡೇಟಾಸನ್ನ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸನ್ನ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. That is possible here. Data sharing is possible. The information is stored in the main system. But whatever information in the main system it is present, that information can be extracted by different department, different subsystems. That is nothing but data sharing. Next advantage, minimized redundancy. Minimized redundancy. What do you mean by redundancy? When they come on advantages, here I told you, minimized redundancy. Then what do you mean by this redundancy? Redundancy is nothing but repetition. Repetitions can be avoided here. For example, in the office, they will maintain the information. ಹಾಗಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ನ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಈಗ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸು ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಬಯಾಲಜಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದೇ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಬೇಕಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದರೆ 20 ಸಾರಿ ಅಥವಾ 30 ಸಾರಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಕಾಪೀಸನ್ನ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ ಆಫೀಸಲ್ಲಿ. ನೋ, ಓನ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ಟೈಮ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ದಟ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್. ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಬೇಕು ಸೇಮ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಕಾಪಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಕೆನ್ ಬಿ ಅವಾಯ್ಡೆಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್. Repetition, we can able to minimize the duplication. We can avoid the duplication of the same data. That helps to store the memory. Now is it clear? This is one of the advantages. First one, centralized data management. Data can be shared, and with that minimized redundancy. Minimized redundancy, we can able to minimize the redundancy, avoid duplicate. Duplicate can be avoided here. Redundancy is nothing but duplication. Repetitions can be avoided here. And the next one, data security. Data security. Next advantage. Then what do you mean by this data security? In the office, they will maintain the information and they will provide the information only for the authorized persons, not for everybody. ಈಗ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಆಫೀಸಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಯಾವ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇದೆ, ಯಾರು ಆಥರೈಸ್ಡ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಡೇಟಾನ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ಆಫೀಸಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಯಾರೋ ಬೀದಿಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋರು ಬಂದು ಡೇಟಾ ಬೇಕು, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಫ್ಯಾಕಲ್ಟೀಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಕೊಡಿ, ಅವ್ರ ಫೋನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಕೊಡಿ, ಅವ್ರ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಡಿ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರಾ? ನೋ. They will provide the information only for authorized persons. Data can be secured here. If you have a database management system, on that we have one of the advantage, data can be secured. Security irutte data ge. Unauthorized persons ge data kododilla. It will maintain the data properly. Only for authorized person only it will provide the data. Now is it clear? And the next concept, data integrity. Data integrity. Then what do you mean by this data integrity? For example, we will check the validity of the data. Validity of the data. For example, ಒಬ್ಬ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಬಂದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪಿ ಯುಗೆ ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ. ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಒನ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಕೇಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಡ್ಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪಿ ಯು ಸಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಬರ್ತ್ ಕೊಡುವಾಗ 5 years ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಅ ವ್ಯಾಲಿಡ್ ಡೇಟಾ? ನೋ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ 5 years ಒಬ್ಬ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟು ಪಿ ಯು ಸಿಗೆ ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯನಾ? ನೋ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅನ್ ಇನ್ವ್ಯಾಲಿಡ್ ಡೇಟಾ. ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್? ನೋ. That can also be identified in database management system. Is it a valid data or not? That also we can able to check on this DBMS. It's a software. It helps to manage all these things. It helps to manage the data in centralized format. Data can be shared, minimized redundancy, data security will be there. With that, data integrity is also there. It avoids duplication of data as well as data integrity is nothing but it checks is it a valid data or not, is it a valid or invalid data. That also we can able to identify on this DBMS. Next, we will explain the next advantage on this DBMS, that is nothing but multiple user interface. In this, we have multiple user interface. Multiple user can able to access here at the same time. In the office, ಯಾವ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅವ್ರು ಬಂದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ ಆಥರೈಸ್ಡ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ multiple user can able to access the data with the help of server. That also one of the advantages of this DBMS. Next, backup recovery. Backup recovery is also there. Backup recovery ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಏನು, ಈಗ ನಾನು ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಸಿಸ್ಟಮಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ನ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀನಿ, ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಏನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. System problem ಆದಾಗ in the backup we can able to recollect all the information. In the backup it maintains all the information in DBMS. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಷನಲಿ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಬೈ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಷನಲ್ ಆದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಡೇಟಾ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ದಟ್ ಡೇಟಾ ವಿ ಕೆನ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ರೀಟೇಕ್ ಇಟ್. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಉದಾಹರಣೆಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೇಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಬೈ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಆಗಿ ನೀವು ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಫೈಲ್ನ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಸಿಸ್ಟಮಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಡೇಟಾನ ನೀವು ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅದನ್ನು ನೀವು ಬ್ಯಾಕಪ್ ವಾಪಸ್ ಸಿಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯನಾ? ಎಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್. All the data which you deleted, that will stored on recycle bin. Once again we can regain that. That is nothing but backup recovery. ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆದಾಗ, ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ, that information we can able to in the backup we can regain it. That is nothing but backup recovery. These are the few advantages, or we can say these are the few features of DBMS. Centralized data management, data sharing, minimized redundancy, data security, data integrity, multiple user interface, as well as backup recovery. Now is it clear? Next, we will explain which are the data types used in DBMS. DBMS ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ತರದ ಡೇಟಾನ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ we have one table. Here student table, here register number, marks 1, marks 2. Here one more heading I am to take, name for example, X, Y, Z. This number 001, 002, 003. Marks 25, 35, 36, 38, 90, 91, 92. Consider this the table. In the table, student is the table name or file name here, and these values can be called as domain. Entire column value can be called as domain, and this heading can be called as attribute, or we can say it as field. The entire row value can be called as record, or we can call it as tuple. Now is it clear? On this, which are the data types? Data types used in this. Data types. Under DBMS, which are the data types we are using? It is nothing but which are the types of values in the table we can able to insert, manage. ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಯಾವ ಥರದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸನ್ನ ನಾವು ಇನ್ಸರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಇಂಟೀಜರಾ, ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಾ, ಫ್ಲೋಟಾ, ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಂಗಾ, ಡೇಟ್, ಯಾವ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಡೇಟಾಸನ್ನು ಇನ್ಸರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ದ ಡೇಟಾ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ DBMS. ಡೇಟಾ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ DBMS. Which are the data types? First I will discuss regarding integer. Integer data type. I can able to insert integer values. ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ನಾನು ಇಂಟೀಜರ್ ಟೈಪ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಇನ್ಸರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. integer values. The next one, number format. Number format also I can able to insert. Then character data type. Character data type ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಇನ್ಸರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಮೇಲು ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಅನ್ನುವಾಗ ಎಫ್ ಅಥವಾ ಎಮ್ಮು ಆ ಥರ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ದೆನ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟು ಯೂಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್, ಓನ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್. Then if I want, I can take string data type, whereas here only one character it will take. For example, n, it is opened as well as closed by single quotes. If it is string, collection of characters, name. If I want, I can able to insert a character. If I want, I can take the data type as string format. If I want, I can take varchar2. In varchar, it consider both variable as well as character. ನಾನು ಆ ಫೀಲ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ಲು ಕೂಡ ತಗೋಬೋದು, ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಟೈಪು ಕೂಡ ತಗೋಬೋದು. ನಂಬರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟಲ್ಲೂ ತಗೋಬೋದು, ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ತಗೋಬೋದು. ಇನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ ಡಬಲ್ ಪ್ರಿಸಿಷನ್, ಸಿಂಗಲ್ and double precision, single and double precision also I can take. String fractional part ಎಲ್ಲ ಇರುವಾಗ ನಾನು I can use single as well as double precision. With that I can use the data type as logical. I can use the data type as logical. If I want to store the display the result true or false format, then I need the data type logical format. Then with that character field ಅಥವಾ currency field, if I want to insert a dollar symbol like that, then I can use currency field. Date data type. Then with that, if I want, I can use text field also. Not only these things, if you want, you can use some more data types also. Only few data types here I mentioned: integer data type, number data type, character data type, string data type, varchar data type, single and double precision data type, logical ಯಾವಾಗ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? Whether true or false ಅಂತ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ logical data type, currency data type, date data type, text data type, text field, like that. Whichever data type I want, that I can able to consider here. These are the few data types used in DBMS. Then on this class, what are the things you came to know? That is the advantages of DBMS as well as data types used in DBMS. Once again, I am to recall the advantages of DBMS. Under that, the first one is centralized data management. ಒಂದು ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸಬ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆ ಡೇಟಾಸನ್ನ ಆಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Centralized data management, data sharing is possible, data security is also there. Only for authorized person it provides the data security is there, data sharing is also possible. With that it minimizes the redundancy, repetitions ಅನ್ನು ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. Data security, data integrity, it means that it checks the validity of the data. Is it a valid data or not ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. Data integrity, multiple user can able to access at a time. With that it provides backup also it will provide. These are the few advantages. Exam ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ 5 marks ಕೇಳೋ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಇದು. Write the advantages of DBMS ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಥವಾ write the features of DBMS ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. It's very important question. For 5 marks they will ask. Then in the exam they will ask which are the data types used in DBMS. Then you have to mention all these data types and you have to explain. Now is it clear? Next class we will meet the remaining concept of the same chapter. Thank you for all of you.